What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a video on pros and cons of leasing, why I leased, and will I do it again. Stay tuned. So we're going to start off with the pros. First pro is obviously money. It's a lot cheaper than financing. I'm paying right now for my 2014 Scion TC for my lease. I'm paying around $215 a month, and I got a couple extra insurances for like scratches and dinks, so it was probably going to be around more $200, which is pretty cheap considering it's a brand new car that's pretty reliable. Okay, so the second pro is that depending on how long your lease agreement is, you get a brand new car every time that's up. So mine's 3 years, so technically in September I can get a brand new car again without having to sell this one or trying to figure out what to do with it. It's really nice just knowing that you'll have a reliable car every single 3 years or 2 years or whatever your lease agreement is. So the third pro on leasing a car is that if something does start to go wrong with it within your lease, it's definitely covered, and you wouldn't have to worry about it down the line because you're just going to turn it in after those 3 years or whatever your lease agreement is. So that's always nice to think about. We interrupt this video due to this on-ramp pole. Bob! Shit! Wait for it. They're not gonna let me over. They're gonna not let me over. Okay, let's see if this pole is a little better. We're going onto a bridge. No, we're good. Alright, so back to the pros and cons. The first con for leasing a car is that all of the value that you put into the car, all your monthly payments, they basically go nowhere. They just go straight to the dealer. You're basically just renting this car out. When you do your lease agreement before you take your car, they'll set up a residual value kind of at the beginning of your lease, and they kind of guess how much your car will be worth at the end of the lease agreement. So if it's under the value once you're done with your lease, you can buy it for that value, the residual value, and you'll actually make a good purchase at the end. But if they price your vehicle 3 years in advance and it's higher than the market right now, then just don't buy it, because you'll be overpaying for it unless you really like your car and you'll be willing to pay the extra price. But otherwise, just don't do it. The second con to leasing your car, if you're a car guy, is to modifying it. You're very limited to what you can do to modify it. That's why I haven't done too much to my car. I've only done some plasti dip and catback exhaust. So with how leasing works is, as my understanding is, as long as you convert it back to stock before you turn it back in at the end of your lease, you should be good. It also depends on your dealership, so I would check with them first, but my dealership has never said anything. They usually just rev my car inside of the garage there, which I kind of don't like, but oh well. So in an upcoming video, you will see me taking off the plasti dip and exhaust and converting it back to stock, because as I said, in September I have to turn this car back in. Now the question is, should you lease your car? Well, it really depends on your situation. Do you have the money to finance a car right now? Or are you looking more just towards reliable cars every 3 years or so? If it interests you to get a brand new car and that seems cool to you, then I think you should lease your car. If you're a car guy and you just want to modify your car and you want to own yours, just don't even think about leasing. I kind of made the mistake of leasing, which I will talk about next, but yeah, don't lease your car if you want to modify it. And would I ever lease a car again? No, I don't think so, not anytime right now. I want to buy my own car, I want to own it, and therefore modify it to how I want it without worrying about turning it in and having to sell the parts. I want to keep my car, and I'll tell you guys about my upcoming plans for the channel and cars and everything like that come September. But yeah, it's a good idea, but not if you want to modify. So ask yourself all these pros and cons. Do the pros outweigh the cons? If so, leasing might be right for you. If not, you should probably finance a brand new car or find an older car that fits your needs as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you guys had any questions, leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to get back to you. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys later.